welcome steam engine friends to my Florida hideout, somewhere in Englewood, Florida. Ran out on the cold weather this winter for a couple months and planning on getting going with the next season and what's going to get done. And I brought a project down with me from New York. I have, as you've seen on my earlier videos, Lonigan whistle on the shop that I blow at noon and at 5 o'clock when it's quitting time. And I also have another smaller one that I have hooked up to my air system that I blow when I don't have the shop steamed up. And it's nothing special, it's just a single chime whistle. And I had this smaller Lonigan 3-chimer. It's been laying around, and I brought it down south with me here, and I'm going to overhaul it and put that on the shop up north. I mean, you got to have a whistle, right? So that's that. And I hope to be seeing some of you over at Florida Flywheelers Show here next week, and I'll be there on Saturday. So I'll show you about this whistle. You know, you could buy these a few years ago. You could buy these on eBay for between $200 and $300. You know, there'd be something wrong with them, maybe something missing on them, but you know, repairable. Okay, whistle. Now, to get something like this, you have to pay 3 times that, and most of it is junk. It's really amazing. So if you have one of these old steam whistles, take care of it, fix it, rebuild it, take care of it. It's quite valuable. We'll get to the project. Thanks. I brought an old Lonigan whistle that I picked up somewhere, I don't remember where, and the valve has been taken out of it, and I'm gonna see if I can make a new valve and a lever for it. So I gotta get this plug out of here, which looks like it's soldered in, and the acre nut over here is really messed up, and I've filed it square, and I got it so I can just get a 16mm socket driven on there. I'll see if I can get it off. Try that with just a little bit of heat. Oh, look at that. Never believed it. I used lead to seal it, and it came right loose as soon as you heat it. That's something to think about. There's the valve seat. See what kind of shape it's in. The valve guide cleans up at 23/64. I made this little camera mount that clamps onto the nose of the spindle on the tailstock. The only problem is the new motor that I bought for this little Atlas lathe a couple years ago vibrates so bad it makes the whole lathe vibrate, and it makes the camera vibrate. So the video I shot of actually turning down the valve stem was unusable. Okay, so we swung the compound over to 45. Right there. And we'll cut the 45-degree bevel on that valve. That should do nicely. Here's the finished product. And that's got to be trimmed a little bit. And this end, I knew was going to be quite long. The threads won't quite start on it, so I got to take a little more than that distance there off the stub end. And find a spring. I think I'll go down to the hardware store and see if I can find a stainless steel spring that'll work in there. Then I gotta figure out making the bracket for the lever. I took 450 off it. Now with a nut on there. Boy, that thing's in bad shape, isn't it? You got about 3/8 of an inch of travel. Should be plenty enough to get this valve off its seat so that there's room for the steam. I've got it marked up here the way you would mark up a valve face for an engine head, just to see what we got. You can see it's 100% contact. The angle's not quite right. The angle is a little flat. It should be steeper, like maybe 40, like maybe 50 degrees, but it won't matter. This is a piece of 1 inch by 1/4 inch scrap that I had laying around that had a hole punched in the end of it. I'm boring it out. Get this snout on the valve. There's a scrap piece bored out. So they're kind of nice. Now to put the bend in it. Looks like the bend's in the right place, needs a little bit more. Ah, I hate swivel vices. I think that looks about right. I shorten it up here just a little bit, and the pivot is going to be right about there. That'll get welded on and then slot cut in it for the handle to swing in it. Right about there. Here's the welded part. Arced it up on my dad's old AC Hobart. We'll clean it up and see what it looks like. There it is, smoothed up a little bit. Now the plan now is to split it right there. Put about a 1/4 inch slot right in there. I'll do that with a hacksaw. Since we're a little short on milling machines around here, we'll have to do it this way. There's a piece of scrap I drilled and put in there just to see what it would look like. This is only 5/8 wide. I think I'm going to get a piece of probably 3/4 wide by 1/4 inch thick. I don't have any. I go down to Home Depot and see if I can find a piece. But that's about what it'll look like. You know, put a nice curve in it. Try to get the little scratches out of it. The lever is just a lot of hacksaw, file, sanding, and finish work. I cut it out of a piece of 1/4x1. Smoothed it up a little bit and bent it right through here. Here I'm making a pin out of a 1/4" bolt. Three 30-seconds. And here it is together. Oh, you know, if you want to spend a ton of time on it, you could pretty it up a little more. I think I'll probably paint it brass color. Here it is back together. Should make a pretty decent whistle. I haven't got enough air compressor to blow the thing. It's just a little dinky Twinkie air compressor, so I'm not even going to attempt it, but that's the plan for next spring, to put this on the shop.